Hi everybody! You just watched the videos from Learn Zillion showing you multiplying using expanded form and partial products. I want to take just a few more minutes and show you what these examples look like side by side with the same problems and give you a chance to try some on your own. In Learn Zillion, for expanded form, which is also called using the distributive property, you were shown how to break up 35 into 30 plus 5. In using expanded form, you can then draw the model to show 30 and 5. And then you're going to need to multiply each of those by the other factor of 7, giving me the problems 30 times 7 and 5 times 7. To solve 30 times 7, I use the basic fact of 3 times 7, and that's 21. I have 1 0 for the 30 because it's a 10, so I have 210. 5 times 7 is a basic fact. It's 35. To get the final solution for the problem using expanded form or the distributive property, I add those two totals, 210 plus 35, and I find my answer is 245. Sometimes on problems, when you are using expanded form, you're asked to write the equation that goes with it. 35 is 30 plus 5. I'm multiplying 35 times 7. So using expanded form, I would write the two problems I multiplied and show them as an addition. 30 times 7 plus 5 times 7 equals, in this case, 30 times 7 was 210, and 5 times 7 is 35, and 210 plus 35 is 245. This strategy can be done using the model or the equation, but it is important to understand the equation and not just the model. To solve this problem using partial products, I like to write my problem vertically, showing 35 on top and 7 on the bottom. Now parents, if you're watching, partial products is not the same as regrouping, but it is a much closer form than expanded form. Now when I do partial products, I still think of 35 as 30 plus 5. Only this time, instead of drawing the model, I'm going to find those partial products for each place value as I go. If I do 7 times 30, I have 7 times 3 is 21, and that 0 to give me 210. Then 7 times 5 is 35. I add those two partial products to get my total of 245. I can solve this problem using the same two strategies. Let's look at another example. This time, copy down both ways of solving the problem. To think of expanded form, I'm going to think of 253 as 200 plus 50 plus 3. To draw the model then, I use my rectangle and I split it up into 3 parts for 200 and 50 and 3. Since my problem is 253 times 9, I need to multiply all of those numbers by 9, giving me 200 times 9, 50 times 9, and 3 times 9. In 200 times 9, my basic fact is 2 times 9, which is 18. Since it's hundreds, that gives me 1,800. 50 times 9, 5 times 9 is my basic fact, 45. And since 50 is a tens place, I add that 0 for 450. And 3 times 9, I use my basic fact to find 27. To complete this problem, I add those numbers, 1,800, 450, and 27. 7, 5 and 2 is also 7. 8 and 4 is 12, and 1 plus 1 is 2, giving me 2,277. Remember, the important part of expanded form is also recognizing that equation, 200 plus 50 plus 3. If I'm multiplying that times 9, I can write the equation 200 times 9 plus 50 times 9 plus 3 times 9. Now let's solve that same problem, 253 times 9, using partial products. Again, for partial products, I'm going to write the number vertically as a problem, 253 times 9. And 253 is again thought of split apart. It's 250 and 3. Now I'm going to do 9 times 200. 9 times 2 is 18, and 2 zeros for the 100, 1,800. Then I'm going to do 9 times 50. 9 times 5 is 45, with 1 0 for the tens, 450. And 9 times 3, my basic fact of 27. Again, I add those problems together to get 7. 5 and 2 is 7. 8 and 4 is 12. And 1 plus 1 is 2. In both cases, I got the same answer, 2,277. Students, it's time for you to try these problems on your own. See if you can solve them both ways. Use a model for expanded form and try to write the equation. Then try to do partial products. Remember, your answers should be the same. Pause the video and solve them, then replay to check. For expanded form on the problem 382 times 4, 382 is 300 plus 80 plus 2. I'm going to multiply each of those by 4. Using a model, I do 300, 80, and 2, and I show my 4 on the side. The problems are then 300 times 4, 80 times 4, and 2 times 4. I can see my equation right here in this problem. My equation would be 300 times 4 plus 80 times 4 plus 2 times 4. To solve 300 times 4, my basic fact is 3 times 4. That's 12. 2 zeros for the hundreds, or 1,200. My basic fact in 80 times 4 is 8 times 4. 8 times 4 is 32. With a 0, it's 320. And finally, 2 times 4 is 8. I add my products together, 1,200, 320, plus 8, and I get 8, 2, 5, 1, or 1,528. To use partial products, I'm going to write 382 vertically. 382 times 4, and still think of 382 as 300, 80, and 2. And start with multiplying 4 times 300 to get 12 with 2 zeros, or 1,200. Then 4 times 8 to get 32 with the 1 zero for the tens, 320. And 4 times 2 to get 8. I add those numbers one more time. 8, 2, 5, 1, 1,528. Students and parents, please don't panic. I know this is a different way of thinking about multiplication, and for students, multiplying by multiple digits is a skill that they've never seen before. If you can't do this on your own, today's phrase is, no worries. We're going to spend class time Monday and Tuesday working on these strategies to make sure you have a full understanding. Come with the examples on your notebook paper to class, and we'll use those examples to work through more together and practice these strategies to make you fluent multipliers using many ways. Thanks so much and have a great night.